Well, I'm glad to get out of that with a 1-0 win. We're pleased to be going to the final. Last year we lost at this stage, so to go one better in the RMAC tournament is good. Dixie State was fantastic today. I thought they got a little unlucky personally because what little wind there was in the first half, we had. And then there was a lot of wind in the second half, and we had it. But that's a Colorado thing, isn't it? So, but unfortunate for them, and I thought they fought really hard. I think Jerry and the coaching staff at Dixie State did a fantastic job this year. It makes it hard to communicate, and people end up making mistakes that they normally wouldn't. In our case, it also made a lot of balls run a lot farther than they normally would have. I think we would have been able to have a little bit more effective of an offense in the second half had the wind not been as strong. I also think it would have been great if our players had actually shot the ball in that win, because I don't know that we did. I actually think that we have 0 shots in the second half. So that would be something that maybe we'd pass on to our teammates. Shoot when you have the win. Yeah. Okay. Sacrificing a live chicken before the game. Just kidding. The players just very hard workers, incredibly hard workers, and they put up with a lot from me. They're able to put a game plan into motion very, very well. And if you watch just the work rates, but looking at Jen chasing around up there like crazy over the past 2 years, they do a good job with that. And I think sometimes the wind blows our way too. That helps.
I think Shannon Mooney came out huge today. She, even with the wind, she still continued to communicate as much as she could and continued to direct from the back. And then late in the second half, she came out with a massive save that would have really tied the game and made things very difficult for us. So I'd give this one to Shannon Mooney. Sorry.
I think our team is very defensive minded, and that's just something that we've really prided ourselves on. 1v1 and 2v2 defending is something that we practice a lot and get yelled at a lot when we don't do it correctly. So it's definitely something that we fall back on our defensive principles. And so when we were able to get up 1-0, we were really able to go back to our core values and our defensive principles and keep them scoreless in the second half. Very important. It definitely, no pun intended, but it takes the wind out of the other team. When you get that first one, especially how this one came today, it was a little bit of a defensive breakdown for Dixie State, and we were able to capitalize on it, and all of our spirits went up, and we really came out stronger after that goal. Mostly what was running through my head was don't miss or Fick's going to yell at me. To be honest, the ball came right to me, and I just thought I needed to stay composed and put my foot through the ball, and that was what I did, and we were not lucky. The ball went in the back of the net, and that was the game-winning goal.
Well, when you kind of have to have a whole new mindset when you go into a team that is pretty physical. And our game plan coming into this game was at some point you just kind of have to take it. And you're going to get pushed over, but you got to get back up. You got to be strong, and you can't turn around and yell at the referee. You can't turn around and get in somebody's face. Like, you have to just stay composed in big games like this, especially when you know that they're going to come out physical, which they did. And it's a strong suit of theirs, honestly, because not a lot of teams can take it. So the main key for us was just you got to get back up. You got to get back up. You got to keep pushing and then stay as composed as possible. I think our big thing is just get another game. That's our rule. We call it the gag rule throughout the season, and get another game. So it's just important for us to stay composed and go into this game as an opportunity to play a really good team, whoever it is. To look for a spot in the NCAA tournament, to really solidify that. And to, of course we want to win. We want to win this big-time championship, but it's also very important for us to just take it as a game, take it for what it is, and just play, get a good opportunity to really play.
One more thing about the physicality of Dixie State needs to be said. The refereeing crew did a good job as well today. So she called it when it should be called. You guys agree with that? Yeah. So thanks to the refs.